Okay, so that microphone's on, and we are starting some trivia. What are we doing here? I forgot what I'm doing.
Starting the stream.
No, the stream's been going.
Oh, okay.
Let's click this. All right, so I'm up there.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, so what's
Yeah,
going on?
I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm the only one looking there, Mike.
Only one there. Yeah, I just look at the screen over here, so I'm kind of off to the side. The camera's right here. So, anyways, hey, how are you?
Hey, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty great, and welcome to trivia. So,
welcome to October's Battle of the Breweries,
yes,
I think is what you mean.
I think that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
And so, welcome to here. Welcome to today. This is going to be great.
It already is great because
really
you did not break into a sweat while setting up today.
No, I had no idea what was going on because it's a whole new setup. But because you know what they say, come October, new setup. So that's pretty.
I had no idea that was part of the fall routine.
It's kind of up there with other things. So.
Well, honestly, so we're pumped to be back. My name is Matt. That is Mike. Together we are Dolph Hoyt Presents. And we're very excited here to be a part of what is called the Battle of the Breweries.
The Battle of the Breweries.
We're like a year and a half now, maybe almost 2 years into the Battle of the Breweries.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, I guess we should get started then, huh?
I mean, we can. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's top of the hour. That's when we get going. Just like
right.
October is new setup, with top of the hour is when we play trivia.
You know what they say, top of the hour, time for trivia. Okay, so... as the screen is coming up here, you want to go ahead and go to crowd.live and enter in the code pumpkin spice. We're pretty sure that's spelled correctly, but just make sure pumpkin is
There's just a lot of letters there.
Pumpkin's a weird word.
By the way, I want to point out we are way behind.
We might be way behind
on the stream.
In the tap room here at Great North, we are counting about a 15-second delay.
Yeah.
So
it's like double what it normally is.
Yeah. So just watch out.
All right. Yeah. So go to crowd.live and you enter the code pumpkin spice.
Yeah. It looks like it should say pumpkin.
It's correct. Yeah. I had a little bit of a nervousness.
Yeah.
But I think we do want to when you get there, you're going to need to put in your name and your email. And you will need to select which of the 5 breweries you're going to be playing for tonight.
Yes,
and there should only be 5.
Yes. So sadly, that's the wrong way. Nope, there it is. Sadly tonight, Matt, Daydream Brewing will not be joining us.
Well, we hope not.
So,
we hope not. We thought we fixed it last time, and somebody found a way in.
We didn't know it was an issue until all of a sudden it shows up. And my favorite part about that is apparently like another brewery was complaining about this, like it's being like, oh, look at this, there's Daydreaming, and they weren't even fucking playing.
Really?
Like it was just like, all right,
okay,
so Kelson,
wow,
step up,
yeah, step up. There's room. There's room for a 6th.
There's room. So let's see here. And
all right, so tonight you're going to be able to choose from the Barrel, Rockingham, Two Share, Daydreaming, and Great North Ale Works. So those are the 5 breweries. So your name, your email, and which of the breweries you are in fact playing for.
And to be clear, those are the 5 breweries that we recognize tonight as playing. So if
right.
for some reason there's another one in there.
If there is a 6th, somehow they will not be able to score.
Will not count.
Yeah. So again, that's so crowd.live, enter the code pumpkin spice. You will then put your name in and email in, and we only need your name and email. We need your name for the scores. We need your email in case you win something, and then you need to pick a brewery because there's we do it is there's individual scores and there's team scores, the teams of which are the 5 breweries.
Well, good news, Matt. So far, it looks like we've done everything correct.
Well,
so
there's still time, Mike.
Let's fuck it up.
There's still time.
Yeah. So, all right. So, moving right along here, we're going to scroll through here. Let's go ahead and talk about the breweries that are playing tonight.
Let's do that.
A little bit more in depth.
So, our multi-month reigning champion, the Daydreaming Brewing, out of 1 1/2 East Broadway in Derry, New Hampshire. They're the reigning champions. You can catch them open Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 7 and Saturdays from 1 to 7.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and I broke it. Hold on. There it is. All right. This is just This is just a fucked up game tonight, folks. Hey, kids, how are you? Anyways, so
you need to advance one slide. I don't know if you know how to do that.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is your slide.
All right, so up next is From the Barrel. They are located at 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 16, also in Derry, New Hampshire.
Oh, Derry.
They are open on Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday from 2 to 8, and Sunday from 1 to 6. They are a delightful place that sometimes wins, but
used to win more often.
What can I say? So, all right, so this one's up to you, Matt.
All right, so next up we have Rockingham. So I don't know if you noticed what I did here, Mike, but I put all the dairy ones in order.
Oh, that's a first.
Yeah. So that we were jumping all around. So also located in Derry, also located at Corporate Park Drive is Rockingham Brewing. They are open. Their tap room is open Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday from 2 to 8, and Sunday from 1 to 6.
Yes, it is. And so up next then we have, sorry, I'm trying to do like three things.
I know you are.
Up next we have our friends off of Union Street, 720 Union Street is Two Share Brewing. Come on down there and have a beer like all the other breweries. They're in Manchester. Their taproom hours are Wednesday from 4 to 8, Thursday and Friday 4 to 9, Saturdays from 1 to 9, and Sunday 1 to 7. So good times.
And last but not least, where Mike and I are currently located here at Great North Ale Works in the Dolph Hoyt corner of the tap room. There it is. There it is.
That's right.
Woo, indeed. But the tap room is open here Thursday and Friday from 3 to 7 p.m., Saturday from 1 to 7 p.m., and Sunday from 1 to 5. Located at 1050 Holt Ave, just past the bingo parlor.
Yeah, that's right. If you see ambulances, that means bingo's in session, and keep on going down to the trivia hall.
Look for the outside lights.
Yeah, outside lights. The ones that aren't flashing, and that's Great North. The ones that are flashing, that's the bingo hall. All right. So now that we've
hold on, you need to hit refresh on your screen.
Oh,
You have an old picture of the trophy in there, Mike.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Let's see if this breaks it.
You probably break it.
All right.
All right. If you go, no, it's still the old one. Oh no, did I put it in the wrong place?
You might have.
I might have put it in the wrong place.
So looks like you turned it off actually.
Did I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna click it anyways. So all right. So we have.
It's jumping all around over here.
It'll
I
get
did
there
that wrong.
eventually. Yeah.
We had a great picture of the trophy.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
It's still here. Is this the one you were looking for?
That was. I mean, it was. I was going to talk about the trophy because it was the next slide, but I had the wrong. It's not displaying. There you go.
Yeah.
So here's a picture of what the breweries are playing
man.
for tonight. The teams are playing for this trophy, being held up by the one and only Corey Von Wallenstein.
Yep. AKA Corey.
Corey, VW, next to his lovely wife Jess. But yes, we had that's the trophy, and you can see that is a picture from Daydreaming where they are again the reigning champs. That's where the trophy is like taking up residency at this point.
And so something that's is pretty cool that's happening here at Daydreaming is that because they've been so winning, they are going to be donating $1 from every pint poured on trivia nights through the end of the year towards to be put towards a pot, which then they in turn are throwing $10 in. For every game they've played since February. So whichever brewery wins the December trivia gets to decide the charity that money will go to.
Which is very cool. So yeah, dollar for every pour, plus $10 from the brewery, all the way back to February for the $10, not for the pours, but the pours now through the end of the year. And at the end of the year, whoever wins the December Battle of the Brewery, whichever brewery wins, will get to pick the nonprofit, the charity that the money will go to, which is very, very cool.
Yes, very cool. So, and Andy, if we mess that up, please let us know. We'll fix it here shortly.
We think we got it right because Mike can't speak and read at the same time, so we think we got that right.
Oh, that's hurtful-ish.
All right, so let's go check out some rules here, Mike, and get into the what we got up to here. I know I made you skip all around.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, so up first, if you haven't already logged in, you want to go to crowd.live and enter in the code Pumpkin Spice. That's PUMPKIN Spice. And so that will go ahead and get you in. Go ahead and pick one of 5 breweries showing. Don't pick the 6th that's hidden. And you will be good to go.
Yeah, we're up to 62 players so far, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Very cool. I said very cool first.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so the way the trivia is going to work tonight, it's just like it has been in prior months. So we're going to have 20 questions. Each question will be, most of them are multiple choice. Some are short answer. The way it'll work is that I will read the question first and then start the timer as a way to kind of make up for some of the lag here. But what you're going to want to do is you're logged into the crowd.live. You will answer on there. So if you are watching this stream, you do not want to look at the screen. You want to actually answer from your other device. But you'll have 30 seconds to answer. There's a maximum of 150 possible points. as that timer counts down, the points will count down as well. So the quicker you can correctly answer, the more points you'll get.
Ooh, that sounds great.
I know. We might have 20 multiple choice questions tonight, I think.
Oh, good.
There was one short answer, at least one. I believe I took it out.
Okay. Well, I know that there's definitely 20 questions, so that's.
No, there are 20 questions. I'm comfortable with.
That is a start.
Yep. And what we'll do is after sort of question 5, 10, and 15, we'll take a look at scores to see where everybody sits, for the players sit and where the teams sit, so you can get a sense of what's going on. So,
perfect.
Yep.
All right, and so as I download these photos last minute.
Yep. So again, last call for alcohol here. Not really though.
No.
Last call for players into the game. So you want to go to crowd.live. You want to enter the code pumpkin spice. You're going to want to put your name and email address in, and you're going to want to choose one of the 5 breweries that are participating tonight.
All right, and if you want to go ahead and share with all of your friends on social how well this game is going so far tonight, as well as the rest of it, we have a handful of social channels that you can go ahead and share this to. If you are on Facebook, you can go ahead and hit us up at Dolph Hoyt Presents, or one of the breweries, at Daydreaming BC, at Great North Ale, at Rockingham Brewing, at Two Share Brewing, or at From the Barrel Brewery.
And on Instagram, you can check out at Daydreaming BC, at Drink FTB, at Great North Ale, at Rockingham Brewing, or at Two Share Brewing.
Yep. And of course, you'll see that we're not on here for Instagram for whatever reason. It just never happened. But we are at the prestigious LinkedIn.
At this point, we're waiting for what's next.
We're looking forward to maybe Google Plus or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, so if you're one of the 7 who were there, because I think we used to have 12, it's a good time.
Yeah, we Mike and I are the only entity on LinkedIn that have lost followers.
Yes. So, all right. Well, I think with that all said.
All right. So we have 67 players tonight, which is pretty cool. So we will get started here once Mike gets everything switched over.
Yep. And so that is good there. If you're going to give me 2 seconds, I'm going to see this, and I'm going to see if I make this work.
Oh.
Hey, that worked. Okay, cool. So we're going to do this real quick. So, Matt, if you want to go ahead and stall for me for 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I can stall for you. So we have as throughout the night, as we talk about each of the breweries, we're going to be sharing some of the cool stuff they've got coming up, whether it be beer releases or food vendors that are coming, or different events that they've got going on inside of their tap room. So we'll find times and opportunities to work those in as we go through, which is cool. And it seems like everybody's got something cool going on, whether it's Oktoberfest related or Halloween related, or even coming up upon the sort of Cyber 5 holidays. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Did I stall long enough?
That was the perfect amount of stall,
awesome.
Matt. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get this game started.
All right. We're up to 69 teams before I hit play.
Nice.
So if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready, Matt.
Are you ready? I'm hitting play.
Here we go.
All right. Question 1. Here we go. What is the minimum number of games needed to win the World Series for any team without a first-round bye? Is it 10, 11, 12, or 13? So what is the minimum number of games needed to win the World Series for any team that does not have a first-round bye? Mike, I know you know this one, so keep quiet.
Yeah, I will. As you know me, is that actually a golden snitch in the middle of that trophy? I think it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like that, and maybe a D20 above it. And are those like the 6 flags of Great America? I think it is. This is really a trophy made for me, Matt. So I know.
I don't know. I don't know why you don't follow baseball more.
I really don't. Apparently, it's everything I'm all about.
All right, so
wizards and shit. So yeah,
so we're looking for the minimum number of games needed to win the World Series by any team that does not have a first round bye. Our options were 10, 11, 12, and 13. Mike, let's take a look at how people answered.
Okay, great. And that's it.
That's that one there. Okay.
All right. Well, it looks like we have a.
Oh, it's very deceiving because the 10 kind of blends into the background.
Yeah.
But there are. So okay. So nobody thought lucky number 13.
Yeah, and so this also arguably.
I won't say nobody. I'm sorry. There was one.
Yeah, and depending on when you started watching Doctor Who, this also could be your preference on Doctor choice as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So any team seeded 3 through 6, which is a team that would not have a bye, would need to win 13 playoff games in order to win the World Series.
Oh, did not see that coming.
13. Yeah, so there's that odd play-in round now, and then there's the things. But yeah, 13. You need to win 13 if you're not a top 2 seed.
All right.
There you go.
Good stuff.
I mean, I follow baseball and didn't know that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, maybe you just got to like start doing wizard stuff. I don't know. So
I might.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's very close to baseball.
It's very close to baseball from what I hear.
All right, moving on to question 2. In 1970, what state named cranberry juice as the first official state beverage anywhere in the United States?
Oh, man.
Was it Oregon, Massachusetts, New Jersey, or Wisconsin?
Oh, man, this is such a great question because of the theme park that goes along with it.
Well, I actually really like the video when the meme was playing here. The guy from the skateboard.
Like someone took the time to go ahead and animate it.
Animated, right?
It's
yeah.
pretty great.
You could have just showed the regular video, but nope, you had to go show the animated one.
So
now I've got Fleetwood Mac stuck in my head. Yeah.
You know. And
All right.
why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? All right. So question 2: in 1970, what state named cranberry juice as the first official state beverage anywhere in the United States? Our options were Oregon, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Wisconsin. People answered. This one seemed to be a bit of a runaway.
Yeah.
So this is one where no one answered the Oregon blue, so it's not deceiving. But most thought Massachusetts. A few.
I'm pretty sure everyone here grew up at one point going to Cranberry World, one of the greatest theme parks in New England.
The best part about it is, of all the people who I know who grew up in New England, the guy not from New England is the only one to ever reference Cranberry World.
And it's so great. We have a Frisbee. I found it the other day. So.
Yeah, never even heard of Cranberry
Ocean
World.
Spray sponsored a theme park all about cranberries. It was great.
So anyway, the correct answer here
is actually surprisingly Massachusetts.
Mike knows this is Massachusetts is the correct answer, as it would. But yeah, what was really interesting to me here, not so much that cranberry juice in Massachusetts, but that it was the first official state beverage anywhere in the U.S.
Oh,
like they were like the first people to come up with the idea, which is pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, they're like, we got all this cranberry juice. What are we going to do with it?
It's quick.
You know, we can't toss it in the bay. That's where the tea goes.
Question 3. Which of these beloved sitcoms was the only show whose entire original run aired on must-see TV's Thursday night lineup?
Oh, that's a good question.
So was it Will and Grace, Frasier, Seinfeld, or Friends? So again, which of those shows their entire original run aired on must-see TV's Thursday night lineup?
That's pretty crazy. I'm trying to think like when Seinfeld came out because I know that was like heavily like a Thursday show, and I know that Frasier came out like in the same time slot that was Cheers, which is also a Thursday.
So if this is bad, I only remember all of these shows from the Thursday night. So I'd be like,
so you know,
all of them? Where's all of the above?
I vaguely want to say Will and Grace was like a Tuesday at first.
I don't know. But what's interesting is it might not be at first. It might be after, right? Because if they started to fall off and they move it. Yeah, it could be either end. Either end. So all right. So our options for this were Will and Grace, Frasier, Seinfeld, and Friends. It seems like there is a bit of a runaway on this. Most of you thought it was Friends. And from 1994 to 2004, Friends had its entire run on the original must-see TV lineup. So
weirdly enough, like I was thinking, like Mad About You, which technically was kind of like a pseudo, like it was a pseudo in world canon of Friends.
Okay. So I will. If your Paul Reiser is coming to Manchester in May. If you wanted to,
I look for
Palace Theater.
I look for. Is he doing anything, or is he just showing up?
I don't know. He's just showing up. Maybe
just kind of emailed you.
Yeah. It was like when John Lithgow was there.
Yeah. He just like was there.
He was just hanging out.
Nobody told him he shouldn't be. So.
All right, moving on. Question 4: what Marvel Comics super team first crossed over to fight quote Street Fighter characters in 1996 arcade game?
Oh man, this is like
this
all
is
sorts of questions I know.
Is it the Avengers? Is it the Sinister Six, X-Men, or the Thunderbolts? So that like Street Fighter and Marvel Comics. If there was we didn't write any of these, but if there was one, you would have written this one.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I would have chosen some of these options, but this is straight out of my playbook. I think so.
I've only heard of 2 of the 4.
Oh, so Sinister Six were like the bad guys.
Are you
that would
assuming
fight.
which two now?
Yeah, 100% of it. Sinister Six were the bad guys who fought Spider-Man. So
Okay.
like, if you watched if you watched No Way Home,
Okay.
The bad guys there, like that's technically the Sinister Six.
Okay.
All right, and then the Thunderbolts is actually a government agency group that is all sorts of like rogue anti-heroes that come together and kind of fight. It's kind of like the Suicide Squad, but
Okay.
for Marvel.
Okay.
And pretty much like they're kind of setting that up in TV MCU.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. All right, so our options were the Avengers, Sinister Six, X-Men, or the Thunderbolts. Who was it that fought the Street Fighter characters in a 1996 arcade game? Most of you thought it was X-Men. I can't tell if that's because you knew or it was just one of the two of these that you actually knew, like me. But I can say that that you are correct. It was, in fact, X-Men versus Street Fighter in 1996 was the first Marvel versus Capcom series.
So what I like about this is that when you said, "Oh, that's interesting," you actually felt like it was sincere. That
Yeah,
was great.
yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
I will say, since '96 through this year, there have been 8 different Marvel versus Capcom games.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not know that.
The next one will be named the 8.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, our final question here in the first quarter before we check out some scores. Question 5. As of August 2022, what is the most used profile icon on Netflix? So which of these 4 is the most used profile icon on Netflix as of August of 2022?
So apparently, first things first, true or false, you can pick Netflix icons.
Oh, 100%.
And apparently, yes.
Yeah, I'm actually on Disney. I'm Pooh Bear.
Okay.
Yep, and on Netflix, I'm one of the guys from I forget the name of the show, but the one from the bottom right, but not that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
not from
Yeah.
that one.
That
Yeah,
one.
so,
I forgot.
yeah,
Drawing a complete
yeah.
blank, but yes. Yep. But yeah, no, I'm Pooh Bear. I was Baby Groot for a while
Okay.
on Disney, but now I'm Pooh Bear.
Okay.
So, yep.
Well, that's a delight. So
All right, so as of August 2022, what is the most used profile icon on Netflix? Mike, do you want to show how people answered on this one?
yeah, it's pretty much across the board. No one
Okay,
has
so
any
most
clue.
people thought it was 11. The next most thought it was whatever that character is from that show Mike and I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I can tell you exactly what he's like the monster of.
correct.
Yeah,
And then Boss Baby and then Johnny from Cobra Kai.
yeah. And so the
So
answer
this
to
is going to sound
not-
this is going to be concerning. The correct answer is Boss Baby.
yeah.
Boss Baby.
No clue why.
I know Mike and I can't for the life of us come up with why, but that is the most used icon on Netflix. So
Yeah, but apparently, was it more than 11 million subscribers?
more than 11 million subscribers have used the Boss Baby icon. Just let that sink in for a minute. So, all right, so here we are at the end of the first quarter. Time to check out some scores. We'll look at both scores from individuals as well as the teams.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and start with our individual rankings.
Okay.
Now, these players are going to be, like, the top 3 of these are going to be winning some prizes. So, things starting off, we have some Meryl Streeper going on here. I think I know who that might be.
I will point out that no one has all 5 correct, so we're
No.
away from somebody running the table. So.
Yeah. So we have some great names here tonight. So like Corbett's Cooch, and then there's Your Feet May Be Dangling. Daydreaming's there. Next to Granite Hokey. Let's see, Donna, classic Donna.
Donna from that 70s show?
Lumberjack Dracula. Oh man, that's a great name right there. Like,
I like to go to the bottom and check out what's down there.
yeah, that's like
Number 50, Come to Daddy. Don't know who it is, but well played. Very well played.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's looking pretty good there. So you have some. Let's see. Keep on going down here. So you have Aquia and 66. So.
Good.
And Bionic Hipster.
Gene
This might be
Parmesan.
Gene Parmesan. Oh, Gene Parmesan's playing. You know,
Bet.
Bionic Hipster's
Love
in
it.
the mix. That's probably Becca tonight.
All right, very good. Yeah, you're right. That's probably true. All right, let's check out where we're at from some of the teams.
Yeah. Now these teams will not be winning prizes except for a trophy and the respect of someone.
Yep.
We're not sure who yet. Nice.
Oh, all right.
All right. Look at that. Rockingham out of the barrel. Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that. Great North and fourth.
There's massive celebration here in the Great Room at Great North that they are not in last.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's the little things, man.
You could hear it.
that
Huzzah! Huzzah!
really brings people together.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So we have Rockingham in first, From the Barrel in second, Daydreaming in third, and it's a pretty tight game across the board. So no, it's not. It's actually pretty nice.
I'm mostly happy that there are only 5 teams on this slide.
So far.
I'm
So
just saying because
far.
last time it was like, I don't know how we got over
The night's
5.
young, man. I'm going to switch some things up here. Wild cards out the.
Oh my God! Please don't. Yeah, please don't.
All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and make some announcements.
Okay.
About stuff. What are we doing?
Okay. I got my thing right here.
Who are you starting with? You want to start with some Rockingham since they're at the top?
Yeah, let's do that. That's this one.
It is.
Okay.
All right.
So Rockingham, Mike's going to bring up some pictures, I think. So I'll wait for him to bring it up.
Try.
But let's see. There's going to be a release. They're releasing a new beer, pumpkin whoopie pie ale, called Whoopie Pie. And that is going to release tomorrow. I think they're missing a couple words after that, but Whoopie Pie will release tomorrow. It's a collaboration with the Tuckaway Tavern, and they'll have whoopie pies from the Bearded Baking and Buxton Pizza Truck there at the brewery tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yep.
Well, that's delightful.
Yep. And then also, do you have the other photo up?
I do.
Yep. They also have a beer and cupcake pairing flight with Let's Get Cupcaked on Sunday. It's a first come, first serve. But today is the last day to pre-order pairings to go.
No.
Yep, and ordering can be done on their website.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
That's to go, though.
That's
you
to
can
go.
go hang out there on
Oh,
Sunday if you want.
all right.
So, yes, they've got the new beer dropping, Whoopie Pie dropping tomorrow. And then on Sunday is Let's Get Cupcaked beer and cupcake flight pairing. But you can register on the website for that as of end of today.
That's great.
Yep.
The Rockingham website?
I believe that's what
Okay,
it, yeah.
let's hope so.
Well, it says, I'm just reading with our website, so you'd think it would be the Rockingham
I guess it was
website.
Rockingham told us that,
Yeah.
so it'd be silly if it's ours. That's where you go to get the LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get back into the
All
game,
right,
Matt.
so very cool.
So, all right, clicking that, and we're going to click this, and we're back.
And we're back. So if I click this, we should be back. Yes.
Oh, man, it's like we know what we're doing.
What Western U.S. state designated pickleball as its
Pickleball?
official state sport as of March 2022? Was it Oregon, Washington, California, or Idaho?
So we had gone to Minnesota back in August and managed to get there for the Minnesota State Fair.
Okay.
But then we ended up going to about like 15 breweries while we were there, including a couple cideries. And the Minnesota Cider Factory actually is also doubles as a pickleball court. And they have like 12 pickleball courts.
Pickleball's so hot right now. They
Yeah.
got pro athletes from other sports investing in pickleball leagues.
It's insane.
I know.
It's nuts. It was even on Good Morning America, so you know it must be legit.
Well, that and was it Good Morning America or was it
it was the other
Chronicle?
one. It was Chronicle. That's
yeah.
how you know
Yeah.
that it's definitely here to stay.
But I will say that it was in a drug commercial that I saw last night. So you really know it's made it.
Oh,
you really
man.
know it's made it. So.
Oh man, like
All right. So how did people answer on this one?
I don't know. I was so invested
I know,
in like,
you
all
were.
the places pickleball is, and I've never played pickleball.
I've never played pickleball either.
Like outside
All
of
right.
8th grade.
So it looks like most people thought it was Oregon. I say by most, almost half.
That seems about
Not
right.
many
That seems
people
right.
thought Idaho. I don't know. Maybe it's just not big enough
They're
state.
more of a potato ball kind of state. Yeah.
Okay, fair. But the correct answer was B, Washington. Washington. It's got Seattle.
That
I
makes
mean,
sense. That's where all the Oregon elite go. So they just keep on going north, and it's like, pickleball.
you ask my friend who lives out in Montana, I tell you that's where all the Californians run off to, and nobody wants them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Does he play a bit of pickleball out in Montana?
he has not mentioned pickleball.
He has a
Yeah.
pickleball court in his 8,000 acres of front yard. So.
You'd be amazed. Most of downtown Bozeman is actually like right on top of one another because
Yeah.
they want to keep the open space open.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, so question 7. What fourth elf briefly appeared alongside Snap, Crackle, and Pop in 1950s Kellogg's Rice Krispie TV ads? So what was the name of the fourth elf? Or is it Buzz, Pow, Wow, or Zip?
I feel like there's an Eddie Murphy character here that is the fourth one, and that's not listed here. So.
I actually knew this.
Did you?
I did. I don't know why I know that, but it's just one of the pieces of useless knowledge that is compiled in my head.
Well, that's what I like about you, Matt. There's always that piece of uselessness that
Yeah.
always comes in handy just when you need it.
So what fourth elf briefly appeared alongside Snap, Crackle, and Pop in 1950s Kellogg's Rice Krispie TV ads? Was it Buzz, Pow, Wow, or Zip? Do you have a thought on this?
My thought's not on this sheet here, Matt. So no, I don't.
Okay.
So
All right. So most thought it was Pow.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if that's just a wild guess or not, but it was in fact the correct
Oh,
answer.
man,
That's right.
Good job.
Yep. So Kellogg's first introduced Rice Krispies in 1928, along with Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and the fourth elf named Pow appeared in 2 television ads in the 1950s and wasn't heard from thereafter. Yeah.
He was clearly a good
Pow pissed somebody off, and that's how it works.
That's how pilots work, Matt. So
There's only room for 3 elves in this campaign. So, all right, question 8. What children's show first featured claymation shorts with Arnold from the animated series
Oh, wow.
Hey Arnold? Was it Sesame Street, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Wild and Crazy Kids, or Kablam? You say, oh, wow, like you're like
because
dialed into this question.
I am now, yeah. Now that I know the answer, I did not expect this.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think I can probably tell you.
Which is
exactly
funny.
what
To
it
me,
is.
it
Yeah,
felt like
yeah.
the only logical choice.
Well, I mean, sure, maybe. But, I mean, like, I'm actually trying to think of what. Actually, I have no idea what 2 of these shows are. But, like, no, I'm looking at this and I see the answer. It's like, oh, crap, that's true.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This is one of those times where I wish I knew what Wild and Crazy Kids and Kablam was, so I could come at
Yeah.
you like you came at me about the Marvel one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, it would have been super great. It definitely was not Sesame Street. There. No, I mean,
No.
like, but
No, that's one you've actually seen. So.
It is, yeah.
All right, so what children's show first featured claymation shorts with Arnold from the animated series Hey Arnold? Was it Sesame Street, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Wild and Crazy Kids, or Kablam? Most of you guessed Kablam, which is really interesting because neither Mike or I have ever heard of
I
Kablam.
had no idea. I feel like it's a made-up show.
It might be a made-up show. It was like they were trying to say Shazam and like got it confused.
They like didn't get the rights.
Yeah.
And so they had to go with like Kablam.
Kablam! Right. Feels like something that would have come out of like
Spaghetti.
Bozo's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the correct answer was what people thought was the second most popular, which is B, Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah. So like that was surreal. Like all of a sudden, like I'm trying to think like what claymation it was, but I forgot that it was like Penny. Like when the eyes rolled across the screen and kind of hit, and like Penny was like one of the characters on the show. It was just like did not expect that at all.
Okay. All right. I knew none of that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Moving on to question 9. What Halloween treat, in quotes, does Charlie Brown get in his trick-or-treat bag in It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? Your options are dirt, twigs, raisins, or rocks. And as my wife pointed out to me this morning, this is the first year since like the mid-'60s that you won't be able to watch It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown on any broadcast television.
I thought it was last year that was
No,
the case.
because Apple made a deal with
Yeah.
PBS last year, and they
Oh,
showed it on
okay.
PBS. But this year it is Apple TV Plus
Interesting.
only. So,
That's such a weird one to like decide. You know what? This is ours.
Yeah.
This of
but
all
hey,
the shows.
I'm gonna watch it because I have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it to my heart's content because this
Okay.
is one of my favorite ones.
How many times have you watched it so far?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet. No,
oh,
I
save
save
it
that.
up, save it
I
up,
save it
yeah.
to Halloween week. Halloween week is when I watch
Got
it.
it.
All right. So, what Halloween treat does Charlie Brown get in his trick-or-treat bag in It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? Most people knew or thought it was rocks. Those people are absolute Charlie Brown fans because that is the accurate answer.
All right.
Yep.
Good job.
Thought it was anything else, you weren't paying attention.
Shame on you. Yeah, you get a rock.
Shame. You get a rock. By the way, 1966 is when that first aired.
When?
1966.
Oh man, you've been watching it ever since?
Pretty close.
Oh, well.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm not as old as Joe gets, but
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Good old Jet.
Old
Gets.
Joe.
Old,
All right.
old Joe gets.
Question 10. What petty crime sends Luke to the chain gang prison camp in Cool Hand Luke? Is it shoplifting, car theft, vandalism, or arson? This is another great movie. Have you seen this movie?
Me? Yes, I've seen
Okay,
this movie. Yeah. No,
I
that's
have to
fair.
ask.
That's fair, but yes, I've seen this one.
Okay.
It's such a. I mean, like back then, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
So the question was just asked what petty crime, and car theft is on there as like it's a petty crime. This is an older movie, so I don't think it was quite as intense back in the day.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
arson. Yeah, you could burn stuff down back in the day. You can't do that anymore.
Not anymore. Now there's like insurance.
I mean, what wasn't petty back then was smoking weed. Now it's legal. So I mean, just think about how stuff switches. Yeah. So
I mean, back then, like if you stole a horse, that's a whole different story.
Oh,
right
that's
death in 1967.
That's death on sight. Yeah. That's death on sight. All right. So what apparently petty crime sends Luke to the chain gang prison camp in Cool Hand Luke. Let's see. What did people think here, Mike? Oh.
Well, Matt.
Well, apparently they went through and said, "What of these is actually petty?" And they guessed vandalism and a little bit of shoplifting. But the correct answer is right. It is in fact vandalism. And for those who really know, what is it that he vandaled? Who remembers? Parking meters.
Yeah.
Parking meters. Yeah. He was breaking off the tops of parking meters.
It's kind of sad they made this great movie around this crime. It's like,
all right, we're at halftime now, Mike. So let's let's check out some scores and let's do a little bit more some PSAs around.
Yeah. You do some scoring first or some PSA?
No, let's do a PSA first because we've got more PSAs than breaks.
Who are you thinking of, Matt?
I think we'll jump to Two Share. If you have, do you have anything for them or am
no.
I? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So Two Share will be releasing their Honey Belgian Double.
Oh man.
Which is called Crosstown Beesness, Beznes. So Crosstown Beesness, made with their friends over at Ancient Fire.
Yeah.
So it's very cool.
This is something they've made together for several years now. And
okay.
So it was very, very.
So it is out. That is That is what I have to share about Two Share.
All right. Well, thanks, Matt. That
no
was
problem.
Great. That was pretty
That's
great.
what I'm here for.
Hey, let's go ahead and share some scores.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Did I though? Yeah. So
let's
start with some individuals.
Okay.
Meryl Streeper still in first.
Still in first.
Upright Dog out of nowhere. Nacho Knight.
It's a tight game at the top. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. I remember back in summer camp, I had this one kid who told me a joke every day. And he'd be like, "Hey, Mike, what kind of cheese is not yours?" He'd be like, Nacho cheese. So I was like, oh, man, you need a new joke.
That sounds like a really bad Cheez-It commercial.
Yeah, well, he told it every day.
Yeah.
It did not get funnier.
That's so Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
That's well done. The pros from Dover. I don't know who that is.
Well, they're from Dover, Matt.
Yeah.
And so.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we got some cool names here. The Cribbage Crew, Lumberjack Jackula.
There's one on here I don't know, and I'm afraid to say it out loud.
Yeah, let's go for it, Matt. I just do it all the time.
So Butt Stuff's back, all right. Yeah. Cartier. I can't. Chartier. There's
I think that's a new charter school in Manchester.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's educational. So.
Really interesting charter school.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's.
I think they'll have some problems with their own website getting blocked inside of school walls.
Well, okay. That's something that's lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Right.
Lesson learned.
Hey, let's go to some brew scores.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, all right. Well, out of nowhere.
Oh no!
How the tables have turned.
The champs have championed again.
All right, Daydreaming is now taking the lead with a lot of boos here. So I'm sure that clearly must be the case.
We got to find out, what is booing? Is it the Daydreaming Leap or is it the Great North Drop?
Oh.
The double.
I don't know.
Double blah.
I don't know. If this were wrestling, I think Daydream would be coming out of nowhere with a chair. So, all right. So, yeah, so that's a thing.
It's a thing.
So, all right. Well,
it is a tight race, though. I'll point that out.
Hopefully, our brewery and savior Daydream will come out of nowhere and just make a difference.
All right. Do we want to do another PSA before we go back into question?
Matt, we should definitely do another PSA.
All right. Let's talk about From the Barrel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. You want to read that one?
Sure. All right. So From the Barrel has released their Keep New Hampshire Brewing IPA this week, and it's also the return of their fall beer Clay's Maple Pecan Brown. Both beers are on draft and in cans. Jay says thanks.
So
that's probably for you drinking those.
Two very cool beers, though.
Very good beers, yeah.
So be sure to check that. That's From the Barrel.
From the Barrel. Also next door to Rockingham.
From the Barrel, currently in second place.
In second place. Yep. That's how numbers work.
That is.
All right. I'm
ready to kick over.
Question 11?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, let's go to the second half.
Here we go. Question 11. What female pop singer tapped the Beastie Boys to be the opening act on her 1985 tour? Was it Janet Jackson, Madonna, Kate Bush, or Nina? I love how 9 months ago, 6 months ago, Kate Bush would have made the top 4 here.
She might have. She might have.
No, I don't
like,
think so.
I mean, like, I don't think she. Like, I'm trying to think. If she only went on. I don't think she's been on tour since like. Well, I can't say that out loud because that won't answer it.
Here's the best part, though. If you've like Mike and I have both seen the Beastie Boys special that's on Apple TV. They talk a little bit about this in their book and in their special, and the crowds did not mix.
Not at all. Not at all. This is basically what happens when you're in Brooklyn and you need someone to go on tour with.
Yes.
So
anyway, our options for what female pop singer tapped the Beastie Boys to be the opening act on her 1985 tour. The options were Janet Jackson, Madonna, Kate Bush, or Nina. It really feels like most of you thought it was Madonna. Little bit of Janet Jackson. My wife just yelled "Material Girl," so I do believe she guessed the correct answer, which was Madonna. So congratulations to apparently all those people who knew.
Everyone who knew, yeah.
Some people knew because of Madonna. Other people knew because of the Beastie Boys. So
good job, 84% of you. So.
All right, moving on to question 12. Whose 990 model shoes were the first sneakers to retail for over $100? Was it Reebok, Puma, New Balance, or Adidas?
Oh, jeez.
So whose 990 model shoes were the first sneakers to retail for over $100? Assuming this is in the U.S. So
yeah, probably, yeah. Dad's everywhere looking down at their shoes right now. So.
That's okay. So my mother and I, my dad was the one who never believed that, quote, tennis shoes should cost more than $50. And so for years, my mother and I would say we stumbled upon a sale or we had a coupon or something.
Yeah.
As I'd like roll home with like Jordans.
I was
and
gonna
like,
say, yeah.
oh, they were $50. And no, they were not.
I don't think Jordans have ever been less than.
They started at less than 100.
For like
slightly.
like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you had the originals back in the day and you wore them as your actual game shoes, like I did.
Yeah.
They were actually not as expensive as they are now. You want to answer that?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good.
I bet it's a political.
It probably
person.
is. Yeah.
All right. So whose 990 model shoes were the first sneakers to retail for over $100? Options being Reebok, Puma, New Balance, or Adidas. A little bit of a two-horse race here between New Balance and Reebok.
Reebok's kind of like a gangly horse there.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the one that goes to the glue factory.
But 990, that is look down. I think dads, look down at your shoes. That is very clearly a New Balance model. So I think it was for runners. The 990. Actually, let me tell you right here. The iconic New Balance 990 debuted in 1982 and was the first athletic shoe to retail for over $100. Which would be inflation-adjusted $277 today.
That's stupid.
Can you imagine paying $277 for a New Balance? I can't.
No.
I have paid some disgusting amounts of money for sneakers before, and never with that.
You get a Payless, and you get 2 pairs for $20. So
they have the outlet. You go to the New
Balance.
Balance.
For 3, yeah.
All right, lucky question number 13. Which of these ingredients is not included with a mudslide? Is it amaretto, Bailey's, Kahlua, or vodka?
We should probably go ahead and clarify that by the recipe. It should be like because
Correct.
If you try hard enough, all of these could be in a mudslide.
I think you're right. Now I feel like I need to go to the Puritan though.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure all of these are.
I don't know why I feel like I need tenders right now.
Yeah.
My son who was trying to be hip to the Puritan menu was like, yeah, the pineapple ones are my favorite. I was like, I think you mean coconut. He was like, oh yeah, the coconut ones. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You were so confident.
You tried, kid.
So confident.
You tried, kid.
Which of these ingredients is not included in a mudslide cocktail? Mike says by the recipe. So the recipe of a mudslide cocktail: amaretto, Bailey's, Kahlua, or vodka. I think we've got some drinkers in the crowd, Mike, because 91% of the people said amaretto, and 91% of the people are correct. Nobody guessed Kahlua. No. Some people guess Bailey's, and some people guess vodka.
So they just, okay.
Yeah.
They just assume this.
Yeah. Yep, so the traditional cocktail contains vodka, coffee liqueur, a.k.a. Kahlua, Bailey's Irish cream, and for visual appeal, a swirl of chocolate often adds lines to the inside of the glass.
I find that it makes it go faster.
I like it when they throw in other flavors in there, like
amaretto.
A little like a caramel or a little something. Yeah,
maybe like chicken.
Nah, chicken. Yeah, that's on the outside of the glass.
Is the garnish? Yeah.
No, it's not like from your fingers.
Yeah.
All right, question 14. For what airline did Sully Sullenberger fly when he was forced to land in the Hudson River after striking a flock of birds? Was it U.S. Airways, Delta, United Airways, or Southwest Airlines?
They made a movie out of this, didn't they?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Is there more to this? Is there more to this than like just him being like, all right, there's our birds, and then the plane goes down?
I mean, it's a 2-hour movie, so you'd hope.
Like, who played Robin Roberts? Because I just remember her like being on the scene for like weeks.
Well, who's the guy that plays Two-Face in Batman? Who's that actor?
Aaron.
Yeah,
Eckhart?
so he's like the co-pilot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
he's like in it as well. So there's like 2 of them because they can't just be one superhero in the cockpit.
Can't just be one guy driving the plane. It'd be like, the other one would be like, watch out for those birds. Oh no.
I do enough air travel that I don't watch movies like this, so I also don't know. So for what airline did Sully Sullenberger fly when he was forced to land in the Hudson River after striking a flock of birds? U.S. Airways, Delta, United Airlines, or Southwest? No, unfortunately, somebody yelled Spirit here, but no, unfortunately, that wasn't one of our options. 2-horse race. 2-horse race, Mike.
Oh, man.
2-horse race. U.S. Airways and United Airways. Airlines. I don't think U.S. Air exists anymore.
Probably not.
I don't think so. But the correct answer is one of those 2.
Oh. Well, let me click this button and find out what it is.
Let's find out what it is. It was, in fact, one I don't think exists anymore, U.S. Airways.
That's probably the last plane.
They were like, we can't top this, right?
Can't top this, yeah. Can't come back from this. Never financially.
He saved all 155 people who were on board. Amazing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to give him a little more credit. Question 15. Which long-running Broadway musical announced in September that it will close in February of 2023 after more than 13,000 performances? Our options are Phantom of the Opera, Chicago, Lion King, or Wicked. What do you think? 13,000 performances.
Oh, I actually know this one, yeah.
Okay, then don't say it out loud.
I won't say it out loud this time, yeah.
The interesting thing is like 13,000 performances in 2022. Let's go with this. When do you think it opened?
Well, I'm going to guess probably like 82 or something like that.
82. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I right? No.
No, but you're closer than I would have been.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was probably like 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was
like, longer ago than that. All right. So, which long-running Broadway musical announced in September that it will close in February of 2023 after more than 13,000 performances? Our options were Phantom of the Opera, Chicago, The Lion King, or Wicked. Most of you thought it was Phantom of the Opera. So this Broadway production started in January of 1988, and it's the longest-running show in Broadway history. It is, in fact, A, Phantom of the Opera. So congratulations to all those folks. That was, I would have guessed that, but the 88, I actually would have thought sometime early 90s. I don't know why I would have thought that.
Yeah, for some reason I just assumed this was like one of those like super long running musicals. Like, not that it's not, but like I was thinking it was like more on par with like your anything else. Hello,
Dolly. Yeah. All right, so let's. That was the question. That was the end of the third quarter, Mike. So we should probably go back and.
Let's go ahead and take a look.
Let's check out some scores. Yeah.
All right, so here we go, and we're going to start with some individuals here.
Okay.
An Upright Dog is taking the lead.
Ooh.
Joe Bauer in second, and Nacho Knight in third. So it is a heavy changing game tonight across the board.
Heavy changing game. That's an understatement.
Yeah.
That is truly. I'd like to scroll down to the bottom and see what's going on down there.
Spooning leads to forking. So Taco Man.
Dano and Sarah are struggling. I can't even suggest if they're still playing or not. But
yeah.
All right. Okay. Come to Daddy not having a good night.
Nope. Okay. Lumberjack Dracula in 46.
All right. Let's check out some. Let's see
See
teams.
how they're doing. Let's see. Has anyone overtaken them? No. Daydreaming is still in first. From the Barrel in second. Rockingham in third.
Share in fourth and Great North in fifth. Still a tight game. Top three teams. Still a very tight game. We've got 5 questions left, so a lot of room there.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to give a little PSA here.
Okay.
For Daydreaming.
Oh,
you
got some photos. For
yeah.
that, yeah.
Okay, if you want. Okay. So Daydreaming is releasing a sour Belgium Imperial Stout named Nightmare. It is an 11%, which is beefy for those who might not know, and they're releasing this on Sunday the 30th, where we're also hosting a brewery crawl, which begins at noon at Daydreaming, then moves to Rockingham, From the Barrel, and finally Kelson. So we'll call that the dairy Quattro or something. Yeah. Costumes are encouraged. So again, that's a sour Belgium Imperial Stout named Nightmare, and it's an 11%, which is just wild. And also, Mike, as you mentioned before, they are donating $1 from every pint poured on trivia nights through the end of the year towards a pot, which they are going to throw $10 into for every game they've played in since February. And then whatever brewery wins the December Battle of the Breweries will get to choose which charity that money goes to, which is very cool.
Yes.
So, yeah, we get the crawl, we get the stout, a lot going on in dairy here at the end of the month.
Yes, quite a bit.
Quite a bit. All right, and then we've got, you got those. Okay, great, perfect. Yep. And then we'll save that last one for the last one. Okay, perfect.
Yep, and then we got us, too.
That's right. Okay, so moving on. Let's go on to question 16. You ready for that?
Oh, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, he says.
Yes, he says hesitantly.
What musician took a supersonic Concorde jet to play the set at both Live Aid concerts in London and Philadelphia on the same day in 1985? Your options are Cher, Sade, Elton John, or Phil Collins.
Well,
They played both shows, London and Philadelphia, in the same day, 1985, Live Aid.
that's quite intense.
That's pretty intense. That's a big day.
Yeah.
That's a big day because they didn't sleep on the flight.
No. I'm assuming that they probably were opening for one and closing for the other.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But doing coke the whole flight.
100%.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was 1985.
85.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's assumed.
It's what you did when you rode a plane.
Yeah. Okay. So our options were Cher, Sade, Elton John, and Phil Collins. It'd be interesting if this was if the answer was Elton John because the Rocket Man, it's as close as you can get to a rocket in 1985, I guess, for a lay person.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, yeah. I appreciate you clarifying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
So-
It's not like they didn't have rockets in 1985. But the correct answer, which 66% of you knew, was the one and only Phil Collins. So he played Live Aid at Wembley Stadium in London, took a helicopter to Heathrow, flew on the Concorde to New York City, and was given another helicopter ride to Philly, where he played in the Live Aid show there. Which, by the way, for those of you who watch Emily in Paris, that is Phil Collins' daughter.
Oh.
Let that soak in for a minute.
Did not see
Yep.
that at all.
Lily Collins, Phil Collins' kid.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I guess I can see it in the eyebrows now. So,
Okay.
was in the air tonight.
yes.
Whoa. Wow. The peanut gallery just let us know that he was in the air tonight, which was just too good. So, too good. All right, moving on to question 17. As of 2022, what is Steven Spielberg's highest grossing feature film? I don't believe this is inflation adjusted. Is it E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Jurassic Park, Jaws, or Ready Player One? So which of these is Steven Spielberg's highest grossing feature film?
Yeah, it's interesting that they would not have it be with inflation in mind for this,
Right.
to make it more even keel.
You'd think, yeah, right.
Because I mean, by default, I just would immediately think which one's the newest.
Newest, right.
So and then looking at that, then and seeing that that movie was not good, I would then go back to the next one.
But it's interesting though because you do the it's the movie, not the franchise.
Yeah.
Because if it was a franchise, you're obviously Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Right? Because
they're up to,
E.T. was
12
a
movies,
one-off one, right?
Yeah.
So
So
anyway, as of 2022, what is Steven Spielberg's highest grossing feature film? E.T., Jurassic Park, Jaws, or Ready Player One? It seems like most of you guessed Jurassic Park. Sneaky amount of you guessed E.T., which is interesting.
Well, I think that's a solid sleeper choice,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I think Jurassic Park definitely strikes me from this four as probably the best. And
Sure.
I say that only because Jaws probably saw a lot more traction like in the aftermath.
Eyeballs,
aftermarket.
yeah. Okay, so hold on one sec. Before you show the answer, you said one of them is not good.
Yeah.
Which one were you referring to?
That's 100% Ready Player One.
You didn't like Ready Player One?
No, it was terrible.
Oh, it's sneaky good.
Oh, no, it's
sneaky
awful.
good movie.
Awful.
Okay, fair enough.
was
You
not-
just haven't caught all the little
Little
Easter eggs that are
I
in it.
did.
Oh, I don't think you did.
I did.
I don't think you did. Okay, so the correct answer is actually B, Jurassic Park. Congratulations to those folks. I think it was truly just a monster movie.
It was game changer by far.
Yep, it was the Stevens film taking in more than $1 billion worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so 1993. Think about that for a minute. Okay. Moving on to question 18. What brand was the first to have their rubber and canvas shoe called a sneaker? Is it PF Flyers, Converse, Keds, or K-Swiss?
K-Swiss.
Oh, K-Swiss.
man.
Right up there with the Stussy hats. Best part about K-Swiss is when Kenny Powers was made CEO, and he was the MF CEO of K-Swiss. This is the motherfucking CEO. Greatest ad campaign maybe ever in the history of ad campaigns. But anyway, PF Flyers, Converse, Keds, or K-Swiss are our options.
This one's going to be a bit of a disappointment, I think.
So I didn't know this, and I would have guessed incorrectly.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably would have gotten to this one third in my
Okay.
guesses.
And where would K-Swiss fall within that?
Okay, fourth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Well, because I don't think of that as like old.
Like legitimate shoe
Like
company.
I've in my lifetime I have known as that footwear as sneakers.
Yeah.
So it would have to predate me, and I think of K-Swiss as something newer.
Yeah, I just assume that's something
Yeah.
you'd get at Marshall's.
So our options again: PF Flyers, Converse, Keds, or K-Swiss. Most people thought Converse. A few people thought it was Keds. Very few people thought it was PF Flyers and K-Swiss. So Mike, to your point, K-Swiss,
Yep.
not a lot of love.
Not a lot.
Correctly so. K-Swiss, not the correct answer. But in these canvas shoes were first referred to as sneakers in 1916 because the rubber soles allowed wearers to squeak sound silently.
Well, that just.
But the correct answer
that just
is
clears it right up then. For
C.
Me,
C. Keds.
yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone Converse,
No
then
idea.
PF Flyers, then Keds, then K-Swiss. That would have been my guessing.
Yeah, I don't know who wears Keds. Like,
Kids,
are they
little
still,
kids.
Are they still around?
Yeah,
Okay.
little kids
Yeah.
have Keds. That's like. You still have them?
Are
Let's
you
see.
wearing
Let's see
Keds
your
right now,
feet.
Jeff?
Let's see your feet.
Yeah. Oh, as a kid, that's different than right now. So,
All right.
do they even make them in adult sizes?
They do. Apparently, my wife's grandmother wore them.
Are you sure? Have you seen her feet?
I mean, not for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Question 19. What of these? Which of these midnight transformations does not happen in the folktale Cinderella? Is it Cinderella's gown turns into rags, the carriage turns into a pumpkin, the horse turns into a mouse or mice, and the coachman turns into a dog? Which does not happen in Cinderella?
I'm assuming this is the movie or is this the tale?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I just can read you the words on the screen.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I don't know, Matt. I mean, well, I do, but I don't. I wouldn't have.
Damn
known.
it, people! You know, but he's just gonna read whatever's on the teleprompter.
Oh man, that would make for a great game. Yeah.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You know, like that. The question mark at the end. Which of these midnight transformations does not happen in the folktale Cinderella? So we're looking. Is it?
Oh, it's right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Folktale.
Cinderella's gown turns to rags, the carriage turns to a pumpkin, horses turn to mice, or coachmen turn to a dog. It seems most of you thought that the coachman does not turn into a dog.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
a convincing amount of people.
I mean,
thought
like
it
these
was
people must be super into folktale, like to know this because
Correct.
clearly this is like
Yeah, clearly.
this
clearly.
is like something you read in the woods right before watching Hocus Pocus.
2 or 1?
Both back to back.
Wow.
Double
Okay.
feature, man. Come on.
All right. So the correct answer is, in fact, that the coachman does not turn into a dog. So congratulations. Yeah. That's the one.
Good job.
Well, I was gonna read what happens, but it's all the other things that happen. So
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna
I mean,
it's gonna leave it alone. It'll leave it alone. Like literally
got nothing off of that.
the question notes are literally the other three happen. Yeah. All right, we're down to our final question,
Oh,
Mike.
boy.
Our final question here.
That's going to be exciting.
It is. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's do this. Question 20. As of 2022, who has been the only U.S. president to win a Pulitzer? Was it Barack Obama, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Jimmy Carter, or John F. Kennedy? So which has been the only U.S. president as of 2022 to win a Pulitzer? I'm assuming Pulitzer Prize.
Well, yeah,
It doesn't
I'm
say
assuming
it,
so.
and I only
mean,
read what's on the prompter here. So.
I mean, it could be a different type of Pulitzer.
Yep.
Like maybe
It
it's a
could be.
horse. I don't know. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. I would have gotten this right.
okay, go good.
I know.
I hope you feel good about yourself.
I feel really good about myself.
So
Do you think it's weird that I said Franklin Delano Roosevelt but only said F. Kennedy at the end?
maybe you don't know what the F is.
It's Fitzgerald.
Are you sure?
I'm mostly certain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job.
I mean, but I just don't know why I did it.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Now you made people very confused,
Very
concerned about
confused.
their answers now. Yeah.
All right. So as of 2022, who has been the only U.S. president to win a Pulitzer? We're going to guess Pulitzer Prize. Barack Obama, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Jimmy Carter, or John F. Kennedy. It seems like a bit of a two-horse race between Obama and Kennedy.
Yeah.
One of them is right.
Well, that's a plus.
That's a plus.
That's a plus for some of you.
Yep.
So.
But the 1957 Pulitzer Prize went to John F. Kennedy for his
Oh,
book Profiles
Did not
in
see that
Courage.
coming. How did Obama not win that one?
Yeah, let's remember he was a wounded vet during while he was a PT boat captain, and he wrote a book about it. So that's what he won the Pulitzer Prize on. So not President Obama. All right, that was that, Michael.
All right.
So before we go into scores, we've got a couple more updates here.
Yep.
I'm here at Great North.
Oh, hey, that's it.
That's where we are. There is the new hazy rotation has been released.
Good.
There is a new low-cal IPA that has been released, and a new low-cal Pilsner, meaning local and low calorie.
Oh man, it's like a
Get it?
multi-meaning.
It's a multi-meaning. Yep.
yeah.
So 3 new beers: the hazy rotation, the low-cal IPA, and the low-cal Pilsner. I tried the Pilsner tonight.
Yep.
Delightful.
Very nice.
Yep.
Yep.
I tried the hazy tonight. Hazy.
Oh, hey, what
Yeah.
do you know?
What-
Not just a clever name.
Aptly titled. So
Yeah.
I ended up going with the Mars and Rover though, because
Oh.
I like to get it while it's here.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It only
Yeah.
comes and goes.
And I did kick the keg. So
Okay,
yeah,
well,
I did.
You're a son of a bitch. So,
All right. So moving on to scores.
all right, let's take a look. Taking a look at the individuals first.
Individuals
Let's see
first.
how
Okay, I'm
how
with
we
you.
do. Now, the top 3 here will be winning some prizes. From
Prizes.
our, from
Prizes
our
for the top 3.
breweries
Lisa's
playing.
shrugged like it's going to happen. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Someone's going to get.
You may eventually get a
you'll
prize.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually, you will get them before next month.
It's a little bit of Upright Dog,
Yep.
Granite Hokey, and Adam.
Adam,
top
or
three.
Adam just bumped out Nacho Knight.
Well, Nacho Knight, 20 points less, 19
Oh.
points less. I know.
Womp womp.
One question, or a little quicker on one of them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations, Upright Dog, first prize, Granite Hokey, second prize, and Adam, third prize.
Yes. That's what I missed that one. Okay. So.
Okay,
So good job.
good
So-
job.
All right. So shall we take a look at the breweries?
I think we do need to take a chance to look at the breweries.
Okay, so the winner here, your mom is big tits. So the winner of the brewery winning tonight is going to walk away with a trophy.
The trophy,
The
not
trophy.
a trophy, the trophy.
Well, yes, the trophy, not
That's
a
right.
trophy, because we can just hand out participation, I guess, next
Yep.
time. But yeah, all right, taking a look. Daydreaming has won again.
Oh boy, pulled away at the end even.
Yes.
That's almost a 100-point win.
Yeah.
It was tighter than that.
So
from the barrel in second, it was a dairy sweep. Is what we're looking at
it
here.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two share in Great North towards the end.
Struggles in the Queen City.
Yeah, well, that's
Eh.
it's an endemic here, Matt. So yeah, so
All right. So I half read. I'm sorry.
I saw that.
So I was saving like our trivia for the end.
Oh, yeah,
But I
that's-
didn't
that's
realize.
pretty good.
There's also here at Great North, I should say, there's a paint and sip event with Muse Paint Bar, November 16th.
Okay.
Yeah, here at Great North. So
Okay, great.
apologies for leaving that out. But Mike and I are back in person trivia 2 times next week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the camera here.
Yeah, 2 times next week. So
Yeah.
in our usual last Thursday of every month, Mike and I will be back here. Whoa, what are you doing?
Mess that up. Hope that
We'll be back here at Great North for in-person trivia. So we encourage you to come check it out. You can sign up online and in advance, get your table reserved. So definitely do that. But we're also, for the first time, we'll be at the Common Man in downtown Manchester. So inside the Hilton Hotel, the Blue by Hilton. True by Hilton Hotel on Wednesday night.
Yes, the Common Man Roadside will be there, and it's part of their Do Good Trivia series, where every month or every session of it, I should say, there will be a new nonprofit who will be the recipient of the
the
charity.
prize. Yep.
Yeah,
And-
charity. Yes.
Yeah, and so this month I believe it's the food bank,
It is
New
the
Hampshire Food Bank.
Yep.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and register online at commonmanroadside.com, I think, and you can $5 per person ahead of time, $10 at the door. If you bring in some canned goods, you'll also get a coupon for a free appetizer the next time you come in to the common.
Yep.
So good stuff, and we're excited to do that and be a part of it. And so
that's
it should be
Wednesday
fun.
night, and then Thursday night we'll be back here at Great North for a regular in person. So
Yes.
And again, next third Thursday of next month we'll be back at it here online and in the tap rooms for the Battle of the Breweries. So we hope to see you back. Excited again. My name is Matt. That is Mike. We're pumped to have everybody here tonight. Thanks for playing. Hope to see you soon.
Take care.